21st century learning really means a fundamental change in our education system. It's one of the most important changes that we've seen, certainly in my lifetime, and it's a major sea change. The fundamental part of the change is really the shift from what traditionally has been a curriculum-driven, teaching-focused learning environment that really goes back to the time of Socrates, to much more of a learner-focused and learning expectation. Pearson Canada can help teachers move forward into the 21st century by providing the tools and the support that will allow them to make the change.
It's math, so you go into the adventure park, you pick where you want to go, and then you pick a game and you have fun.
I think we have no option but to accept that technology, that is the world out there for these kids, and that is the world for us, whether we're honest or not. Because kids have preferential models that they use. So if you see, nobody's on the same thing. First time I came into the lab with the kids, on the very first hour we were in Dreambox, within 5 minutes I had 18 different screens. So this is typically what you see. It's marvelous because with each one of these little students I have a completely different discussion about mathematics. I can have discussions about place value. I can have discussions about patterns in algebra. I can have discussions about equivalence and friendly numbers. All of that with 4 different people. I can't do that in my classroom. And this just opens things up massively for me. The biggest piece that's always been missing was how are they assessing kids. So that's the thing that's so incredible about this. In terms of tracking academic progress, this is absolutely phenomenal. You have more data than you can possibly deal with.
And I started emailing a lot of my work to them because we have an online account. So I would email them the tasks, and then I would be there more as a facilitator. And the really incredible thing about it was I would get student questions, and before I could even answer them, a lot of students ended up helping other students. So I saw that as a real benefit, that it became more of a collaboration of learning rather than, I thought at first it might just be a whole bunch of individuals, but it maintained that collaboration, and students actually did more of it than when I put them in groups and said, here's your task, do this and do that.
Students who had not been receptive to language before became more engaged, especially the boys. For boys literacy, it was really, really important for us to engage the boys in our class, and that was really successful.
Well, one of the great things about Pearson Connect is it's allowed me to go back to teaching for why I began teaching. I began teaching to engage students, not to spend all of my time planning. And one of the great things about Pearson Connect is with having everything all in one spot, I can now spend more of my time working on engaging the students rather than focus on how am I going to get all my resources so that I'm able to teach them. My capacity has greatly increased as well as my comfort level with using technology. It's allowed me to facilitate rather than just stand in front and teach directly to the students. The students are able to not only do their own learning, but then become the teacher as well and facilitate other students at the same time. Children are the future, and so is technology. So in order to best suit our children, we have to be using the technology.